You know what's funny? Most people who are attractive are the last people to realize it. And I'm not talking about Instagram model attractive. I'm talking about that why does everyone keep staring at you like you owe them money or something? Type of attractive. And today, we're going full Carl Jung energy on this. Yes, Carl Jung would probably sit back, sip tea and say, "You are more attractive than you think, but your ego is blind." Now don't panic. We're not doing therapy today. We're just having fun. Because by the end of this video, you might just realize you've been walking around life like a hidden celebrity who forgot they're famous. All right, let's get into it. And stick with me. Because number 7 is the one that makes people argue in the comments like crazy. Sign 1. People look at you. Then look away. Fast. Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever caught someone staring at you, and the moment you notice them, they suddenly become very interested in the floor? Yeah, that's not random. That's attraction mixed with panic. Because your face just interrupted their thoughts like, "Excuse me, why are you kinda interesting?" And they don't know what to do with that. So they look away like, "Nope, I was definitely looking at the wall. Very beautiful wall." If this happens to you often, congratulations. You're not invisible. You're just accidentally distracting. Sign 2. People smile at you for no reason. Not the polite smile, not the fake customer service smile. I mean the random, I don't even know you but hi smile. It's like your energy is walking around saying, "Don't worry, I'm safe," but also interesting. And let me tell you something funny. If even grumpy people smile at you, you've unlocked a hidden level of attractiveness. Because grumpy people don't smile for fun. They smile for emergencies only. Sign 3. Strangers are overly nice to you. Ever notice this? You walk into a place, and suddenly people are like, "Hey, you're welcome, no problem, take extra napkins." You didn't ask for extra napkins. You didn't even order food yet. But somehow, you're already getting VIP treatment. That's not luck, that's presence. You're basically walking around like, "Hello, I am emotionally safe and slightly mysterious." People love that combination. Sign 4. People act nervous around you, but they hide it badly. This one is hilarious. They're trying to act normal, but they are not normal. They drop things. They laugh too loud. They forget simple words like water and say things like the liquid thing. And you're just standing there like, "I am literally just breathing. What is happening?" That's the moment you realize you're not the nervous one. You are the situation. Sign 5. Your presence changes the mood of a room. You walk in quietly, nothing dramatic. But somehow the energy shifts. It's like the room goes from meh to oh, someone just entered the storyline. Even if you're not talking, people start acting differently. Some become louder, some become shy. Some suddenly fix their hair like they're in a music video they didn't audition for. That's not coincidence. That's impact. Sign 6. People remember you. Even if you barely spoke, you meet someone once, you barely say anything. Maybe just, "Hey, yeah, cool," and weeks later they're like, "Oh yeah, you, I remember you," and you're standing there thinking, "Bro, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast," but they remember you. That's not memory, that's imprint. Sign 7. People tease you more than others. This one is funny. If people randomly joke with you, tease you, or try to get your attention in playful ways, that's attraction disguised as comedy. Nobody teases people they don't care about. They ignore them. But you, they're like, "Let me annoy this person a little for no reason." That's flirting in disguise. Yes, I said it. Fight me in the comments. Sign 8. People try to sit or stand near you. This is subtle but real. In a group, people slowly migrate toward you, not in a creepy way, just naturally, like gravity but emotional, and suddenly you're like, Why is everyone near me? Did I become a bus stop? No. You became comfortable energy. People don't even realize they're doing it. Sign 9. Your bad days still get attention. This one is dangerous, because even when you look tired, messy, or I just gave up on life for today, people still notice you, still look at you, still interact with you, and you're thinking, bro, I look like a background character today, leave me alone. But nope, you're still the main character. Annoying, right? Sign 10. People tell you things they don't tell others. Strangers open up to you, like full emotional downloads. 5 minutes into a conversation. Actually, I've never told anyone this, but... And you're just standing there like, sir, I asked you for directions to the bus stop. But somehow you became their therapist. That's not random. That's trust magnet energy. Sign 11. You get random attention in public. This one is funny. People glance at you for no reason. Not creepy, just curious. Like, interesting human. And sometimes they don't even realize they're staring. You catch them mid-glance and they instantly become a professional statue. That's when you know. You are quietly interesting. Sign 12. You don't feel attractive, but others act like you are. This is the biggest irony. You might look in the mirror and think, me? Attractive? Be serious. But the world is treating you like, please don't realize your value too fast. And that's exactly what Carl Jung would laugh at. Because sometimes, your self-image is the worst liar in your life. Not people, not society, you. Now let me tell you something funny before we wrap this up. I once knew someone who thought they were just average. But everywhere they went, people treated them like a celebrity. And guess what they said? I think people are just nice. No, people were reacting. They just didn't update their self-perception. And that's the real twist. So let me ask you something before you leave. Have you been calling yourself average, while everyone else is reacting like you're something else entirely? That one stings a little, doesn't it? Good. That means it landed. All right. Come closer for this last part. Yeah, you. Don't scroll. Don't click away. This is the part where everything kind of settles. Now listen. Don't go outside tomorrow acting like a superstar. Relax. We're not doing ego inflation here. We're not about to turn you into someone who starts walking in slow motion like background music is playing every time you enter a shop. No, that's not the point of this video. We're not building arrogance. We're just noticing reality a little more clearly. Because sometimes life is weird like that. The most attractive people in the room are not the ones trying to prove it. They're usually the ones sitting there thinking, me? Attractive? Nah, I think people are just being polite. And meanwhile, everyone else is thinking, why does this person feel so different? You see the gap? That's the whole mystery. And I need you to understand something important here. Attraction, real attraction, is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't walk into a room saying, hello everyone, please notice me. No, it's quieter than that. It's softer. It's more like energy people feel before they even understand why. And that's why people who have it usually don't believe they do. Now let's slow down a bit, because I want this to actually sit with you. Carl Jung once pointed toward a very simple truth. The unconscious often reveals what the ego refuses to see. Now don't worry, I'm not turning this into a classroom. Let me break it down in normal human language. Sometimes people see things in you that your own mind refuses to accept, not because you're blind, but because your self-image is outdated. It's like you're still using an old version of yourself in your head, while everyone else is reacting to the updated version walking around in real life. And that mismatch, that's where confusion comes from. That's where doubt comes from. That's where someone says, I don't see what they see in me. but other people are literally reacting to it in real time. Let me tell you something funny. You could be walking around thinking you're just normal, and someone else is literally overthinking a conversation with you for 3 hours like, why did they smile like that? What did that mean? Are they always like that? And you're just sitting at home eating food like nothing happened. That's how disconnected perception can be. Now let's bring it back to you, because I don't want you to overthink this. Don't go outside tomorrow scanning people's faces like, are they attracted to me? Is this one? What about that one? No, no, no. That's not the assignment. The assignment is simpler. Just notice yourself a little more honestly. Not inflate, not shrink. Just notice. Because sometimes the biggest shift in life is not becoming something new. It's finally realizing what was already there. Now. Before I let you go, I want to do something a little fun with you. Let's make this comment section interesting. I want you to be completely honest with me. No pretending, no, I relate to none of this I am invisible comments just for jokes. Be real for 1 second. Which sign hit you the most? Which one made you pause and go, okay, wait a minute, that's actually me? Was it people staring at you? Was it strangers being too nice? Was it people opening up to you too fast? Or was it that weird one where people tease you like you're already part of their comfort zone? Tell me. Because I read comments, and I promise you, I can tell when someone is laughing and when someone is quietly thinking, and I'll probably be sitting there smiling like, ah, yes, another confused, attractive human has entered the chat. And honestly, that's one of my favorite things about this whole topic, because nobody fully agrees. Some people will say, no way this is me, and others will say, bro, I thought I was the only one experiencing this. And both reactions are valid, because self-perception is one of the most distorted things we carry. Now, one last thing before we wrap this up properly. Don't rush past this. Seriously. Life has this funny way of making people look everywhere for validation, except the place it actually starts. Inside their own awareness. So maybe, just maybe, you don't need to become more attractive. Maybe you just need to stop arguing with what people have already been responding to, and let that sit, without forcing it into a label. No ego, no pressure, just awareness. All right, we're done here. I appreciate you for staying all the way to the end, and if something in this video made you pause for even a second, then yeah, I'll see you in the next one.